The Joy of Decks, produced in association with Smirnoff Experience.
This is The Joy of Decks, the show that's taking 4 apprentice DJs on a journey to discover their ultimate potential as dance floor destroyers. Last week, we saw the guys in the studio producing their own tracks. This week, they'll be warming up for their mentors as they play their biggest sets so far, and time's running out as they have 1 week left to make their preparations for the final showdown.
Capital FM.
First off, though, Anthea and Ryan have both been asked to give interviews on 2 of London's biggest radio stations. For the first time ever, they'll get to play out to the nation the tracks they themselves produced, as well as a live half-hour mix. Kiss 100.
I've never done a mix on radio before, so I'm just interested in seeing what actually happens, you know, in production of radio.
No one can see me, so it's good. And I hear my voice, it's quite nice.
You are listening to Milo. Ali B.
Anthea, how's it going?
It's going really well. It's been a mad few months to put us in loads of different situations.
OK, well, joining us here on Radio Speedwagon at Kiss 100 is the mighty Ryan Shaw. Hi, Ryan. Thanks for joining us.
All 4 of you going head-to-head at a big event up in Liverpool, isn't it?
Yeah.
So how do you fancy your chances in that, then?
Don't.
You don't?
Over to you. Next half hour, Radio Speedwagon. Thanks, Ryan Shaw. Take it away. I don't see any reason why he can't do really well, but I don't think the sort of music he's playing at the moment, I don't think he'd ever be your Sasha or your Oakenfold or whatever, because they're playing to, you know, more of a commercial sound.
As Anthea and Ryan have their first taste of radio stardom, DM sets off with Ronnie on his way to one of the biggest drum and bass nights in the country.
Dynamite, man, I'm in this, you know that it's real. I got London in the background, you know the deal.
Barumba, man, it's kind of like a little temple down there, always packed.
If I spin my cap round, then you know it's the flex. When I'm down, when I'm level, it's the joy of decks.
Yeah, I remember my first plays down there, and always nervous on those decks.
Look where you're going, my star just keeps flowing. Dynamite, the heat that keeps blowing.
When I hear that certain people are there, like even Ronnie there, Andy's seen Brian G, it's like, it's about time.
Guaranteed that boxer move like uppercut. Who's the DJ? What DM cut?
It's about time that this connection is happening.
Back off, stop. Keep me coming on. Guarantee my flavor and style is stay strong.
If DM cut doesn't win, you know what I mean? It's like, it's a crime, really, because right now, you go anywhere, drum and bass is riffing.
London, man, we're bobbing and stop. Dynamite, man, I'm keeping it rock, you know it's me. Ow!
This is Bar on Bar, where movement do their thing.
Movement is a foundation, it's a struggle.
I am ready for this.
It's music, it's power, it's culture.
It's about time they got me in, do you know what I mean? Because I've been knocking on the door quite a lot now.
It's life, it's joy, it's energy, it's vitality. The joy of decks, DM cut, that's my boy, let's do it. Boom, let's go!
I feel electrified.
Whoa, say
I feel good.
Where's the life?
I enjoyed my set. The reception of the crowd was wicked. They accepted me.
The place was like, dripping from the ceiling with like sweat and shit.
I talked to the promoter and I said, well, I didn't get to chat, I just turned around and said, you know you gotta get me back here again. And she just smiled.
If you guys do not choose drum and bass to win, then you're making a big mistake.
Clothez is the least experienced of all the apprentices, having played for only 2 years, but she's still keen to add even more elements to her final DJ set. Not content with spinning just 2 decks, she wants to add a 3rd.
He does scratching, he uses different styles of music, he does loops and re-edits. All the things he does, I have in my head, and I want to learn that. This is what I've always kind of wanted to do. I wanted to to get up to the 3 decks. Everybody's telling me I'm nuts to do this, but...
No, it's great fun. I mean, it's like spinning plates.
I've been getting a bit stressed out about it, thinking, what am I doing? My God.
3 decks is great if you've got 3 records that go together.
There's very few that actually can do it. Does a Mark 1 have one of these? What would I have to press over there? These are what? Did you have to press something here? You lost me, man!
As long as you've got the dominating record, you pitch the 2 other records up to the dominating record. In a club, if you've got 2 kick drums playing at once, the drums will phase, so they'll cancel each other out.
Everybody I tell I'm going to try and play 3 decks, they're saying, why do you want to do that? Do you not think you should just stick with 2?
It's brilliant that you're really ambitious about doing this 3-deck thing, but I would get the 2-deck set really flowing, really exciting, with a mixture of choppiness and smooth flowing, sexy mixing, and then you can throw in the 3rd deck every now and again. Playing 3 decks, it's going to be fantastic if it works. And it is a risk, but you're a risk taker, and I don't think you grow or change or learn in life if you don't take risks.
As Clothez soldiers on with her 3-deck mission, Ryan's just landed in Derry, Northern Ireland. It's Halloween and strange things are going bump in the night.
We just landed in Belfast and we're going to go down to Derry tonight to a place called the Nerve Centre, which apparently is where all the nutters go.
I've been here, it's probably like my 4th time now, and every time it's just more and more insane.
The whole of Derry has dressed up and gone out to have it triple large.
It's just like madness. If there's an atmosphere like this on the streets, when it's in club, everyone will be absolutely bouncing, so I can't wait to play. I'm going to play CDs tonight and do loops on CD players and use effects unit on Pioneer Mixer.
Tonight, I was blown away with Ryan's set.
Yes.
The way that he's really embraced everything that I've been saying.
Yeah, we're all right.
Fantastic.
What a day to come to Ireland.
We're in peacetime now in Derry, and I think it's a very different place.
Just coming in and everybody's just having a, as they say, having a crack.
I was only ever in Belfast when things were going on, and that was a very scary time to be in Northern Ireland.
Fireworks are going off and everyone's like, yo!
There's no wonder they're really embracing, you know, the gift of life.
DM's got some tricks up his sleeve for the final gig, and he's called on Roni to help him out.
I've MC'd before, but I haven't DJ'd and MC at the same time.
Control.
Basically, what I'm going to do for my set is I'm going to have a vocalist and I'm going to have a proper MC.
We are about to now enter the sounds of the DM cut.
And I'm just going to come in every now and then there's just going to be a little bit where we all collaborate together.
The sounds of drum and bass.
To see you pick up a microphone, that, to me, that's good.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That means you're starting to entertain now. You want to take it to another level.
As we inject original style.
When you're playing that tune, you just get that feeling and you just want to say it on the mic and let the crowd know.
Come on!
If you're going to use a microphone, there's a few things you've got to take into account. Like, number one, you know, it runs off radio signals, so you've got to make sure that your radio mic, that you're in the right range. There's nothing blocking it. Number two, it runs on batteries. The worst thing is that when you run out of batteries and you're just about to say something and you really want to say it and you go to switch on and it's like, no battery.
Koch, y'all!
We can't lose. There's no way we can lose with that.
Yeah, we don't want to lose. You know what I mean? We want to win, but we don't want to lose.
If I'd come to this club and Clothez playing now, I'd be wishing it was someone else.
I think that was one of the worst sets I've ever played.
That's the Smirnoff Experience.
Before the break, we saw Ryan and DM warming up for their mentors. Now it's Clothez' turn.
Shindig, the club, I heard has like kind of underground feel. Like it's not a really posh club. No VIP places and all this kind of crap. Inside me, I know I can do it. I know I can rock any dance floor. But it's just the experience, it's lack of experience that's stopping me from doing it, you know. I feel so far you haven't seen the real Clothez in full action, you know. So hopefully tonight will be it.
It's to be a good night. Geordies have a reputation for enjoying themselves, reckless abandon. They don't really need to be shown how to have a good time. We've just got to steer them in the right direction. Okay. It's nearly time for us to go on, you know. Just fucking get back there, get in the club, get a fucking bang on the go and have a laugh. Clothez doing a warm-up for me, but I don't know if she's taken on board the concept of warm-up today, and she does know what I play because she heard me play last week. I don't think she's understanding what it is to be restrained and to pace the night from beginning to end. You know, we've still got another 3 hours to go, and she's already banging it. If I'd come to this club and Clothez was playing now, I'd be wishing it was someone else.
I thought she was absolutely rocking.
Personally, I don't think the music was quite right for Shindig.
Towards the end, I mean, it was getting to a point where, yeah, she was probably playing main set stuff.
I was really afraid maybe my music is too hard for even that, and then I played it and I thought, I could have gone a bit harder.
And I used to be a warm-up DJ, and for me it was, you know, it was important to set it up well for the next person.
So now I went a bit harder, and I think I went too hard. So what do I do? Yeah.
People really appreciated it, that I didn't just go on and just slam records on one after another.
I can't win.
I might have to have words.
As well as DJing, our guys will also be involved in the visual elements of their set. We sent them down to meet up with one of the UK's leading club visual designers.
In the final, I'd like to use an Irish theme, like Celtic designs, maybe have them rotating behind me up on screen.
I was thinking about animals from the jungle.
I don't want to do it on a sense where it's too over the top and stuff, you know, because if people are watching the visuals too much, then it's taking it away from the music.
If I've got a rewind, I want a red alert light, I want explosion, thunder light, the lot.
Here we have a laptop, mixer, 2 monitors, and VHS and DV decks. You don't want too bright, you know, behind the DJ. I mean, especially if you're in a small club, you're focusing on the music more than anything. And if it dominates the club, then it's too much. A lot of drum and bass stuff that we do, it's like more on graphic bases instead of like taking like raw film. With dance music, like and house music, it's like the colours play a big part.
Anthea's on the way to her warm-up gig with Mr. C, and this will be the largest venue she's ever played. The nerves are beginning to show.
I'm kind of shocked, actually. I didn't imagine it to be like this, and it's big. Everything's big. DJ booth's big, club's big. If you're a DJ, you need to find your audience, and I don't know if this is my audience. I just hope that I can pull it off, you know? I've never played to this many people before, so I'll see.
Have you seen the size of that ring in there? It's huge.
It's
but they seem like they're up for it though, so you got to get involved, get stuck in. No, she's got every right to be nervous, I think. I'm nervous.
I said I need somebody.
All these kids, they're expected to be entertained by the absolute premium quality DJs. So they're going to be looking up to whoever's in that box as being the governor.
I said I need somebody.
Have some of this thing, you know what I mean? You've come to dance, you're going to more than dance, you're going to jump.
Hey!
Go and get him, girl. Go get him, girl. Hey, easy, Tiger.
Hey!
This is one of those sort of clubs where they have like really big DJs, like, you know, Ferry Corsten, Judge Jules, like Tall Paul, Sharp Boys, and all these DJs are pretty mainstream, full-on ambient DJs, which is a million miles away from what Anthea does, being like a deep house, deep tribal house DJ. So she's really going to have to pull out all the stops.
One of the worst sets I've ever played.
I'm a little disappointed. She could have done better.
I just couldn't hit and I wasn't in control at all.
But it's a learning curve.
Today just showed me that I need to focus a lot more than just packing my records and thinking about it. And I worried about what I was wearing. I worried about all the wrong things tonight.
Wisdom only comes from experience. It doesn't come from being told what to do.
It's really humbled me. I feel really humbled.
I'm going to have to be so on your case, girl.
Yeah, no, I'm going to be calling you now, that's it.
You're going to be so on your case, you're going to, at the end of it, you're going to go, no more, leave me alone.
Thank you for coming, and if you didn't come, thank you for trying.
When she went on, they'd like turn the monitor down and like to introduce her and stuff, yeah, and left it down. But the sound system's so good, she's not realised, yeah. So she's done her first couple of mixes, and they were loose. She couldn't work out what was going on. I could see this confusion on her face. And I went up and I said, "You all right?" She said, "There's something wrong with the sound." And I didn't even work it out, what was wrong, you know? And it was when she said, "There's something wrong with the sound," I looked at the mixer, saw the monitor down. So I just went, whacked it up. She's like, "Oh, thank God for that." But it really threw her. But if she'd have had it good from the word go and it had been perfect, she wouldn't have learned anything. She had a major learning curve.
Ryan's back in the studio making final preparations for the showdown. But before that, the guys are going back to nature for some final inspiration.
Ryan, I'm going to take you up to Ali Pali. It's one of those spots in London that really has the fresh air factor. So we've got to create the extra icing on the cake. You know, this is like your personal touch, is that you're going to create your own edits for the night, specifically for this one event. To really stand out from all those wannabes and aspiring DJs, you've got to have something that makes your set different.
Ryan, you know I got something to tell you now. We got 2 weeks to go. I'm going to give you those final hints and tips, and then we're going to go, and we're going to play to win. Whoop, whoop.
Ladies and gentlemen.
We can kind of pitch shift it and do all kinds of stuff.
Ladies and gentlemen. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Their brains will come out of their noses when they hear that.
As well as helping Ryan prep for the final gig, Tom's also got some trade secrets to pass on.
Coming out from after playing in Derry into a quiet environment, I noticed that my ears were just ringing and you know, getting terrible ringing in my ears, and I've noticed it now for quite a long time. I always thought earplugs basically block out sound. So today having some actual earplugs fitted that actually let sound through and let you DJ with them, it's like a godsend for me.
Basically, a lot of DJs were coming home after gigging out and their ears were whistling like what we call post-gig tinnitus. Soon that won't wear off, and a lot of the frequencies in clubs, because it's so loud all the time, basically are just ear-shattering.
With these attenuators in your ears, you can have a more intelligible conversation in the nightclub than you can without. Sounds crazy, but trust me on this.
By DJs putting in custom-made products, they're conserving their hearing, and at the same time it enables them to do their job.
At his age, if he protects his ears now, then he's going to have much more longevity and he's not going to kind of suffer from, you know, premature deafness later on.
Anthea, playing a very tribal sound, has decided to use live percussion in her set.
The percussionist is going to be not next to a monitor, they've got to be right next to a speaker.
Right. Okay.
Because they're going to be mic'd up. So it's going to be real time coming through your mixer with your tunes. So it's got to be perfect timing.
Yeah.
So it might be good to have the percussionist in the booth with you. You've got to control the percussionist. Tell them what you want. You know, if the sticks are too much, tell them to play with hands. Tell them to do subtle things. Tell them to, you know, be specific about what you want and when you want it. I think as it stands, Clothez would probably have the edge because the energy that she has is instant. Anthea has a very different sort of energy. It's much more sexy and it's much more cool. If we can bring that through and make it recognisable, then we could steal the fire back.
Next week is the final live showdown, and our apprentices are keen to take a look around a venue that'll see the culmination of all their hard work.
Anthea, me and you. I don't think there's going to be room to put dancers.
I can't get up. It's quite big, isn't it?
It's like a main arena anyway.
Yeah, this is our mixer bay.
Break my neck. Come on, DM! Come on, Ryan!
Oh, mate, this is nice. Wicked. This place is massive, isn't it?
Hey, DM. Go home!
As well as checking out the final gig space, we also had a surprise for our unsuspecting apprentices.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Josh.
I've got a special present for you. Not quite Christmas, guys. Your first ever bits of vinyl.
I've got belief in my girl. I think she's going to win.
I'm just quietly confident that my boy's just on the case. He's been listening and learning.
But can he work the room like my girl?
We want to win, but whether we will win or not, that is out of our hands.
Well, guys, that's it. You've got your major artillery. Good luck for the final.
Join us next week for the final battle and be part of the journey on itv.com/thejoyofdex.